Good morning. I've forgotten exactly where I wanted to leave off. We've got a failing API call here, which is probably affecting the one we're using right now and explaining some of the missing times. That app, no, this app will be okay for a while. That app is going to be a major project, and that one I'm not using. So this, we'll have to investigate this. It might not be might unfortunately not be a solvable thing. Right, and so that will be a project to come back to later. Other things are settled. Just a little convenience. Oh, we need we need reactor too. Did we catch it in the middle of a compile? Apparently. Okay. All right. So we wanted to add. Well, show clip false and post limit equals 2. And it won't actually do any quests until we log in. Which was able to log in. Oh, my login loses my setting. So that would be maybe a nice thing to do. Okay, that is going to be an invalid parse. I forgot and there. Ready again. Okay. Yeah, parameters in the redirect tag might be okay. Oh, that's a different error. You see, that's a 410 gone. We get. API, API. Well, that's interesting. You're saying CORS header blocked. Although I thought I had a workaround for that. You're saying 410 gone. So is it both blocked and CORS? So what does it look like on the Elm side? Now, I think I already did this. What was the check for that? Well, yeah, the HTTP error was part of all these changes. You had to log in. This is a cross origin and a 410 gone. Oh, maybe the 410 gone isn't returning cross origin because who would need that? All this is saying is network error. Am I gonna have to go to JavaScript to see what the actual response is? Just network error. I guess could be a cross origin blocked. Okay. So that's probably. Oh, I put clips into Dome Twitch API? I did. Logo. Yep. Okay, so that was our sample clip. That URL still works. API v2. Okay, so that's that URL. So what the heck is this thing doing? Get this kind of information. Twitch.tv. Style sheet. Polyfill. JavaScript. That might have done to, they might have moved to GraphQL for their own. So many JavaScripts. That reporter. Must be for the other referenced clips. Is there a params JSON persisted query? Ah. Persisted query plug. Download. Hmm. Well, oh, embed URL. We know that this clip used to be available. And we know what you were doing. Well, also we know that's clips. This clip route is depreciated. Okay, so how do we get clip length? E5 reference. Kraken. API.twitch.tv. Curator. Duration. Now I forget what kind of authorization this API needed. I think the new stuff only applies to. I mean, this is going to shut down eventually too. No client ID specified, so it would have to work on that. Get clips. Clip information. I mean, maybe this is a new API. Video ID. You don't have enough information, though. So, I mean, we've still got a client ID. We'd have to test this to see if it actually works. Dev.twitch.tv. V5 videos. Well, V5 again. iframe. Maybe I could get it from the player? What is the player? So that's the click handler. Give class video player. Video. Well, it's HTML or JavaScript. Video element. We're getting the length of a video. Press origin. Current time. Duration. Okay, I'll have to see what else I need to get out of that field. So, actually, this clips type is another thing we can do as a board breaking change here. Turn in seconds. Head request to the target file. How is it coded? I'll just calculate the duration. Cross origin requests. This will cover most cases, I think. We're gonna need a port for it. All right, so there's two parts to this. One of them, well, we have to remove the use of the Clips API. Was there ever a depreciation notice about this? I guess it was always an unofficial API. Top clips, there's V5. Lots of null VOD in Clips API. Well, that's 17. That's 17. Top clips using period day. Plus 6 clips. Oh, embed depreciation. That might be relevant. Get Clips Helix API. No, it's missing clips. Game ID of a video. Clips missing from API. Well, December of 19. Video stats without using an extension. Clip length in Helix. Isn't Helix yet? It should be added before V5 removed. And that's just a like, which is... We're limited to what is documented. Get playback stats. Okay, so that's different video stats. Creation from some source information. Duration of the clip. It still does. Recreate the clip from the source video. Interesting application. Correct timestamp. Oh, okay, timestamp in VOD. Okay, well, V5 will go away eventually. Sign in with Connect. I should probably look over the rest of that site sometime. This thing from API. Top Clips API. Number of videos. Use get clips. Doesn't return anything, so that's a different thing. That's something else. Well, let's see if we can get a port. So if we turn back on show, what do you get? Actually, am I using other stuff from this besides just the duration? Clips, clip details, getting duration. And that's if the slug matches. Insert. Update choice duration, durations. Yeah, so we need the slug, and which this can only do it for the currently playing clip, but that's the thing we need to end time. So that's probably okay. And this is probably going to turn into some Elm.js. Might actually need to pause changing here. All right, well, out here, it's only going to be... Wait, in fact, yes, I'm going to have to turn off changing. To have enough time. Well, another permission error. Might be able to manage. Wait, does this one not use a video element? Oh, there it is. And is this like one or something? No. 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 Well, how about do something like this? jQuery like thing.
Many viewers. May as well just start the game.
No. Okay, I need to turn off time changing at all. Which is going to be a subscription. If I'm looking. Probably. Sending requests, next request. Yeah, duration. Although this might never start.
A little bit here.
Got something to jog it? Okay. But did that compile? And then had it compiled when we did this. All right, how do I select an element in the DOM without jQuery? Well, isn't it? It's like document.get elements by tag name length 0. I don't believe you. It has to be capitalized. And I had not reloaded yet. What the heck? What's your tag name? Oh, this is Firefox. Is there a edit as HTML? Using console. Temp 0. Man, this is the one I care about. Permission denied to access property duration. Different domain. Uh-oh. You can't get the duration for a video? Add event listener loaded metadata. Well, that is video player. Oh, my title A? By ID. Video.redders. Well, they're not saying what video is. Oh, you know what? This is video player. There's no reference to that object here. And that's not an answer. On the video elements, provide support for cores, finding how the element handles cross-origin requests. Interesting. Cores requests will have the credentials flag set to same origin. What does that mean? Cores is not used at all. Via cookies, client side. Outsending. Oh, this is for sending stuff to the site. We might have to use v5 for now. Am I doing a... No, I'm doing... What the heck am I doing to show the video? Play clip. It's an iframe. So maybe it's because the iframe is in... another zone. Flip embed URL, so that does all the player and stuff. So we'd kind of have to recreate the entire player. Do we even... So we probably get embed URL from the top clips. Is that also clips? Only used for clip details. Clips. We fetch clips, right? That is actually a Helix call. I have way too many windows. Twitch clip embed video length. Embedding Twitch. Oh, embed data. Getting videos and clips. Iframe attribute. Playback API. Get volume, set volume. Hit duration. VOD's not live stream. What is this on? Twitch.player? Live streams and VODs. Well, that was a big change. This might be more user level. And this went through a redirect chain. Okay. Getting clips in a non-interactive frame. Different than embedding a live stream or VOD. Not support the JavaScript interactive. That's an old one. Duration is only useful within there. So it's not that the video tag is doing that because the video is on a different domain. It's because we got it through an embed. This might be our only option. What is this? This is Helix, which is currently useless. I need to get this set up with a client ID to see if it works. This officially only works via embed. That's our sample of what they're doing, which is GQL, which I'd probably have to... Do I even see evidence of the information we need in here? Duration milliseconds. Now that's current user, not clips top nav clips user. Well, probably if I wasn't logged in, it wouldn't return that. Access control allow origin star. But that's just GQL, so that would have to be part of the params. Persisted query. Yeah, that doesn't... Maybe they got the persisted query from someplace else? Rather than from actual parameters. Perhaps it runs it on the server and then says, okay, well, here's a reference to the data we got back. Well, variable slug. Oh, was there a variables in that? Just operation name. So that has the duration. But it doesn't have, well, there's a duration. Well, this is our response, params. So there's a persisted query. View moderation modals. Eclipse view. Extensions duration, wait, milliseconds? No, that's how long the query took. Not how long the video is. Duration seconds. What was you? That's 3. Watch live prompt. I don't know if this might be well, it does have a variable. But still, I could see these things changing a lot. It's not official API. That's Elm reference. So the only thing we can do right now is go back to v5. Which I think I removed the Kraken handler. The Twitch libraries would have to like go back and re-implement that for this application. What a mess. Remove Kraken API. Well, all package features were included. I probably won't expose this one. Oh, yeah, I think so. We should get this. We need this unupdated? We've got everything else. I was trying not to swap it on this. I need to remove your calls to that. Which I'd like to get you onto something else first. All right, so I need to... So authorization optional, but this app is always going to have authorization, so boo. Kraken decode community subscriptions, so that's not going to be directly usable. You don't currently have a Twitch. Actually, can I even do it? You're going to be an extra special case. Okay, so all of that should pretty much drop in. There's no indication that that authorization is non-optional here. And then I'm going to have to look up your... I wonder why I used Clips instead of Kraken before. Maybe it didn't actually work? Or because it was being depreciated? So first we try to, we get this with the client ID to send a query. Helix.decode is not very well organized. Kraken. So it can't be exactly fetch clip details. It's not a drop-in at all. We're gonna have a little bit of a awkward transition here. So this is going to be clip details. I need to have Elm send a request, and then I could do that expects a clip and a dummy message. And you do expect to be a response, but we can't decode anything yet. I could probably get it to a string response. Response in fetch clips, fetch clip URL. Fetch clip test URL. It'll eventually just be fetch clip. Yeah. And so that's Kraken, and then, oh, this was an HTTP request as it was, because it was the Clips API. Well, body, empty body. I guess I'd still be able to see, actually. Oh, send empty body, expect JSON. This would just be expect string. For now. And this would actually, no, because I need all the headers. So where's my other Helix? You're also a host is a special thing. It's going to basically follow the pattern of this. Twitch client ID auth equals. I haven't converted this library fully yet. So flip test. This actually doesn't need to be authenticated, I think. This is made for all JSON, though. Guess I could decode it as a value. No, it's not going to be a JavaScript string, so this type has to change. Do I actually have this JSON.decode? So actually, that's incorrect. We're using it like this. URL. Fetch clip. Test URL. Plug. Multiple modules with that name. Wait, I thought I removed you. Maybe I've got some old cache stuff around. Maybe you're still on source. No, you're actually using a version that still has Kraken right now. Well, wasn't that, which I'm going to have to import once I start updating this. This doesn't technically have to update. Keep on using the old one for a while until Kraken is completely gone. Yes. Jason Roar. So I might not need the show clip on this. Denied permission. Oh man, a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. Clips.twitch.tv. Oh, we're not actually calling this, and those are going to be from the embed player. Fetch clip. Then it can fetch clip test. Errors, the play method, cross origin blocked, clips.twitch.tv. Why did we even request? Did I not wait for a compile? Where am I calling you from? Okay, so something in the player is still using that too. Oh no, wait. Kraken doesn't have cross origin? It's an API? That's the options. Access control, allow methods, allow origin. And then you don't? Or do they still have documentation for a removed API? They have documentation for a removed API. It checks the client ID. Before attempting to return a response. And then determines that the API is unavailable. What? Is this we can migrate from 3 to 5? It depreciate will be shut down in the future. Well, this is a little bit out of date. Um, so this leaves us with only very bad options. One option is that we attempt to completely re-implement the Twitch player. So we can actually access the duration element. Is there any information that would allow us to reconstruct the video player element itself? No. Player video. And yeah, we're way under an embed. Media assets. So we got a slug. Style hosting. We got this off real quick. There's Video Edge. Did we like have some cached information or something? There's the embed. Ah, okay, so this is our host redirect. So okay, so that's the host information. Maybe I already had some cached videos? Static, static, static. The HTML. Oh, maybe it did that page with a blank clip at first. Oh, right, I may have cached that information, which means it would be, well, there would be stuff stored. It wouldn't necessarily be got. What do we have for decoders in here? Persist. Bed URL, no. Where do I decode that? Fetch clips. Uses helix.clips. Is there a sample video? Sample clip. It's a video ID. I'd have to look at that particular. Well, we should be able to see it here. I don't have the data. This though. Well, no, but I can if this is a real video. Okay, yeah, so this is their stock sample clip. It's the quick target video player. 1575. Well, you can sort of get it indirectly. Fetching the entire video to get the duration kind of stinks. But your only other option seems to be to have a server fetch the video and do some video processing on it to figure that out? Well, I'm gonna have to pull this data out. I guess we need to do an experiment with this. That ID for now. Maybe this is like an all JavaScript thing. So we've got that. Geez, how do you... Maybe work at putting it in the DOM. For now, we have to... Well... Plays inline. That's just it, video source. All right, so putting aside the dynamic creation for a bit. Oh, at the time this runs, that doesn't exist. This should probably be in body. You have to include the pound in here. And I just don't want to be dealing with my clip for a little bit here. Okay, so we haven't made that play. We haven't shown it anywhere. Actually, a little bit surprised. Didn't do anything. No. Oh, Elm took over the body. Might not be able to exist out here. I'm gonna have to do it from Elm. Yep. It seems to be the... All right. View, manage view, clips view, style. This would have to be a... Guess we have a video element? Okay. And then it had actually rendered by the time that script ran. Because that would be a timing change. Okay. I can inspect this element. Duration. Now, that won't necessarily be until the video has loaded. This is where you'd have to like listen to the event of a... We'd have to... you can attach events to elements, right? This probably won't be here right away. Or to, yeah, it's nan right now. So this is where you'd have to do, all right. So since this is... Since this is... Maybe the browser will be smart enough to combine the two fetches. Although since they're from different origins, maybe it can't do that. We can do custom event handlers. So I think I'm going to have to go look up. All right, so this is the dead API. What that's telling. No, that's what it was telling us. Telling us it's checking authentication before telling us the API doesn't exist. So HTML video duration. Video player. So we've got my video player and we've got video player. Maybe that was just a quickly done example. Vid.onloaded metadata. Oh, duration change. I mean, metadata is really thing. Equals function, add event listener. So we need a custom, we're going to need a custom event. This is HTML, HTTP. Events. They're just going to be on. Custom on. I'm just going to need a custom decoder, which we can kind of stub out again. Events. We've already got on. Although I think I actually technically removed the other case we were using that for. And I didn't realize that was an exposure for that. So you're going to be under attribute on event. On loaded data. I don't know if it's going to be loaded data or... Yeah, the event for add event listener is loaded data. And then Elm, there was another Stack Overflow. That's loaded metadata again. Or you're loaded metadata. You're saying loaded data. Because I clicked on the wrong one. And then you want a decoder to some kind of event. We're going to have view events, message, exclude, show recent, show manage, clip filter. I really only need the duration here. But initially, We just want to get something moving. Yeah, I do want to see what we get. Although, I think I get the bug log from the view? Maybe? Right. So that timing. Da, 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 da. Is it a float or is it an int? Does it say? Attributes. Read only. Double precision floating point. So what's a decoder? Wait. Attribute message. Decode dot. So the decoder has to return the value that it's going to send. So the easiest way to get something fit in would be succeed. So I want a value. And I actually took out some code the other day that was pretty close to what we want here. Maybe it wasn't from this app. Yep, target value. It is in fact the attribute we were pulling out. So we have one that was the duration. So this is target values. This would just be coder of a. Okay, so that allows any value. I mean, video duration is actually going to be a. This is a potentially more. Oh, you actually took a decoder, but we know it's going to be a float. Okay, so that was it. We think. Well, no, this is going to be an event. So it probably is target. So it's going to be target.duration. But that we know is going to be a float. And we have to handle that in our update. So, don't need this. Oh, this is going to be a weird UI message. Oh, yeah, we just flip from UI. All right, so UI. So this is going to be something where we're going to get the duration of the currently playing clip. And maybe we can set this up to be only do this if we don't know it, so it's not always double loading. Type. We're back at the view. We messed up our type. Well, the indentation's off. The compiler is sensitive to that for some odd reason. Oh, we changed field. We didn't change that back to at. View.clip duration. Okay. Now we need to get the video ID. I think we ended up using this. We've got thumbnail URL. So when we get the list of all the clips, we're mainly pulling out like ID, title. We're handling that with clips. My clip. Bed URL, broadcaster ID. Are you perhaps shared? You're from persist. So that's exactly what we're persisting. Well, persist might affect some of our clip. That will affect the constructor. This is encoding, so that's fine. Map 5, which is going to getting close to max. So if we add a field, then we're already kind of doing that. It was a map 6. Oh, that was already maybe duration. Right, which we kept somewhere else. But in order to get that, we have to have a video ID. Which itself has to be a maybe if we're going to be loading these things. I think we also construct that in hosting clips. Now, from a Helix clip, we can't actually identify that. Okay. So from a Helix clip, it's thumbnail URL. Wait, oh, this is a stream. So we need clip dot not used here. We could just do numerical drops. Do we have that on strings? Yeah, we did see we got a duration. Then we have to be able to generate the video tag for the right element. Where is fetch clip test? Just go ahead and shut that down for a little bit so we're not sending excess requests. Wait. Right, we're still in the middle of typing. Length, reverse, repeat, replace. Split join, words line. Pick a substring. I don't know if the number of digits. We can. This is probably knowable. What's my test? Because this is media assets. Wasn't that like assets? Yeah, so we can't actually assume anything about the length. No, this is the place we're going to. Still, these servers could move around. We need a full-blown parser for this. Put on slashes. Then take the rightmost element. Then split on dashes. We're not nearly as efficient. We're not going to do very. Actually, right, because you are. Well, we can wrap it at the end. Non-empty string. Given separator. String.split, list.reverse, list.head. Hey, what do you know? It's already a maybe. Maybe.map. If we do this again, well, no, yeah, if we do this again, although it makes it an and then. Maybe.map. String.split. Maybe.and then. List.head. And it's already a maybe. Okay. So this does not apply to all videos. Clips.media assets 2. Oh. Interesting. If the head of the list is VOD, maybe I do need a parser because we're looking for a certain number, something that's a certain number of numbers. The offset encoding is certainly interesting. Just you could sort of maybe piece something together there. Or it kind of leaks some information. Right now, we only have to deal with VOD. What can we do with you? That's string. This is more of a list operation at this point. Although I guess I could test the string before splitting it. List contains a value. First n. Up the first n. Hmm. Oh. Actually, I could probably do. Actually, then this fits more with a map. Except I have to be able to return nothing. Okay. So when we have a list of clips, we have a list of video IDs. We know whether a clip has a duration. Now, a lot of my test clips are going to have durations already. So I'm probably going to have to like reset stuff here. Cache storage. Hosting clips. Missions clip cache. Supposed to be by user. Yes, the durations is separate. I don't know that I can. Yeah, I can't really edit the sub value. Okay. Unfortunately, it did cost me a store to test upgrades on. I guess I can always roll back the version. So now none of them will have durations. So that gives us duration. I suppose to be proper about this. Well, once we have this in place, we'll know which clip was currently displayed. Is this is a separate. Did I see? He has dynamic styles in there? Oh, I just had to make sure that the background was set. Okay. So this is actually going to be, and we had the stuff in index. Yes. No, we removed that already. Icons, footer. Yeah, I wasn't doing any inline. So, video player attribute. Autoplay. If specified, disable video autoplay. Video will autoplay the attribute. You take it all. Moved all together. Auto picture in picture. Buffered. Controls. Controls list. Current time. Well, if it doesn't autoplay, it's probably is within the element's playback area. Not play the video will always be played full. A hint about what author thinks will lead to the best user experience. Only the video metadata. There we go. That might actually have some good network effects. How do we do a generic attribute? Oh, nope. Reload string. There. The video should not be preloaded. Only length is fetched. Autoplay has precedence over preload. Autoplay is not specified. I'm curious what this will have in our. Well, are we compilable right now? Seem to be in our current messed up state. Okay, yeah, I didn't even get the preview image. And we've got display none. So now, and we're still getting a duration. So we want to do this. Our only display clip. Thanks clip or self clip. They both call display clip. We're not doing text right now. Problem. I guess I just have to have that on while testing. Oh, I need this for the video duration, even if we're not showing it. We should probably have a function for this. Play clip actions. Okay, so that's a part of display clip. No. Uh, Clip dot. Well, we need two things here. Now this is technically a structure. We could say. We still have to do this. if we have oh wait, are you Slugger ID? I think it might actually. We do that. We can't do anything without the video. We can't do this without the video ID, and I think that's pretty much it. Because you've got the duration, you don't need it. And we want to add the slug to that so we can properly make sure we're tagging the correct thing that matches this event message. Now, I don't know that we get Clips media assets anywhere. Actually, that was from the same server as the thumbnail, wasn't it? Huh. So in our split of stuff, the domain would be the next step. We'll see if that's necessary. Okay, so if we've got a clip, it's like maybe measure clip duration, but oh, pulled out the ID from clip, so that's actually not going to work out so well. Well, we could say html.id. You know, html.attributes. It just makes this. But that makes ID a problem again. We can use video ID. Let's write my equal sign. Ending list and string value. Ah. Now, I'm not sure if that will end up being the correct. Well, we haven't actually fed this back anyway yet. Oh, you know what? That's floating point. I should probably handle that on the other side. All right, so I want this. Specify the clip.id. Where it gets attributed right. Or, no, I don't think I talk about duration in that we like persist that duration. Which maybe has stuff to do over here. Okay, now I did have, now this is what clip details used to, like its entire function. Yep, duration times 1,000. I guess I could have sent the video element over. The similar amounts of, well, no, it wouldn't be a structure. I have to like, all right, duration. Wait, where's choice? What was choice? Oh, case choice. That's a function. Okay, okay. Wait, where's, yeah, the function of, a local function of, thanks clip name, which clip dot slug. Just what that field was called there. Oh, we've got duration. So this is, and then we save. Okay, update that. Update there. Clips, durations, which clip dot slug. Um, we're not able to get it? Or did I save some sort of duration in the meantime? No, duration's none. Don't even store that information here. We don't seem to be sending that message. So my conditions for adding the element must not be triggering. Measure. Nothing. So why don't we have video ID? Because I'm not storing the thumbnail URLs, so whenever I load them from cache, don't have that. When did I request details for? Was it on demand? This would have become fetch clip test. So this was, once it picks it, it says, okay, we need to measure it. Maybe I need to have, well, no, because it's going to cache the clips. It's going to, so yes, I have to persist that ID. Means we want to handle the upgrade on this. So we can write this out. I think you can write it, always write it out with the extra information. We have to handle the possibility that it's not there, though. No, it's not core. A maybe. Well, could we just, well, yeah, by manipulating the array. Here, a list map. Oh, and No, it's not. I don't think there's I don't know. There's a do this. Oh, essentially, I have to go back and update anything that doesn't have that field. Maybe a bunch of ones. Yeah, bed URLs using this too. Actually, a question. Yep, that's not the docs. Does the new Clips API let you map a slug to a thumbnail? Really? You don't have a... I was expecting this thing to expand. It expands someplace else? Content. Let's get clips. Don't have get clip. Is there an example? Oh, get clips ID equals, which does get you this information. Thing is, I'm not gonna know if it was not asked or if we were somehow failed to get it. It's kind of almost as easy to ask for that clips again. I could have the JSON load failed. Well, that could affect my entire JSON. That's not great. Yeah, I guess I did to object earlier. We've got our basic fields. Which will actually, this will actually end up being a prepend. So this actually has to handle a Möbius. That's nullable, not quite the same thing. That is actually a optional field. So a field that may have a value or a field that might not be. Then we have to deal with filling in missing data at some point. Actually, I've kind of got a test case for that here. All of which is way the heck more than I want. I guess I could look at that later by just having it not write that data. That's something that's gonna be a messy process. Oh. Of course. Let's see if maybe the thumbnail URLs are someplace else. Okay, we didn't get a failed on that one. Oh, psh. Now we've got an at. Oh my. At CM? And that's not a break on dash. Also, oh, CM7C is probably the prefix. ASCII 7C. Nine. Wrong version. Bar. At CM bar. How many systems are there going to be here? Oh yeah, we've got blah blah preview. We've got offset blah 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 preview. At Clip Media. All right, well, quick fix is argument order. Replace blah with blah in blah. Oh, actually, there is a dash there. We can't identify that case. That's going to leave us with a dev compiled. And now we don't see any of them. It's probably, I need to reset my, or we just don't happen to, oop. And now we don't have any ats. So I'm seeing measures. I'm not seeing a duration come. Nope. Failed to load 403. So that's a proper ID. So I'm going to have to see where the actual media ID here is. Any pattern configuration. Okay, this must be from Twitch's player. Okay, so this failed. What is this actual? Clips media assets. Oh, if it's offset, we want the whole thing. Well, that makes it a bit more interesting. So that possibly means that I want at blah blah too. that other one was just, yeah, preview. So I need to have, starting to think we're going to need a full-fledged parser for this. We have, I mean, right now these are all the same size, but that has nothing to do with window size. Or just what they're doing currently. But that's something we can clean up later. Right now, everything has that same tail string. So we take that and then not and then this would be, it's not, let's see a take. This is a drop right. I'm going to drop the dash. Actually, I could, it is the same post right now. It's not video ID, it's then like video URL. Means that kind of gets cached in there if that ever changes. I guess we just have to like, do something to invalidate them. The quick version of this is actually, I guess, and it was .mp4. This, well, yeah, the old ones wouldn't have it. That won't work in the view. We'll need to rename this. That's just going to be source video. Like the video URL. It might be a problem with our saved data. Yes, that turned into a relative URL. Stream init failed. Is that from me or from Twitch? We got a duration, so it's probably okay. Now, we did measure multiple times. There's some browser caching going on in there. Am I not currently printing bug.log? Oh, that's that. Yeah, that's measure. Oh, so just 3000. Oh, so yeah, that's coming through here. It should not be actually doing anything. We're not getting more duration. All right. This is not video ID. I could make this backwards compatible, but we're already resetting things like. Code. You. Yep. This one. Okay. It's just renaming. It's going to mess up our data. All right, is this all getting, well, that's getting recorded. Interesting. I went straight to somebody else. Okay, we've got one recorded duration. I have to come back with some sort of method to fill in URLs for things that don't have URLs and don't have. All right, so we're no longer using Clips v2. Kraken was a failed experiment. Both of these are gone. Fetch clip test. Test. Yeah, so this code is still here. And this is kind of exactly the code we're going to, the place in the code that we're going to have to update to get some sort of fix up in here. And we've already got, what's a pick? Already got a clips. If I fetch one clip, I think it'll still be an array. All of this might need to see how that if that merges, if it replaces. Yes, that had not recompiled yet. Okay, so this is still printing like durations and messages. Oh, I wonder if the Twitch thing is trying to autoplay my other one somehow. Yeah, just grab the video element. And that should be my outside the embed though. Hmm. Okay, yeah, so this is in JavaScript. I don't know. Value, value, value. Call stack. Scope unavailable. Oh, wait. Restricted localhost. Oh, maybe it's trying to do something with the host page? OT. Oh, wait, you are... like the environment? Zero window. Opener. Clients for his post message. Hasn't actually posted yet. Not or illegal string was specified. This player embed client. Get normalized store state. This is when it's embedded on Twitch, it tries to do. All right, so we've still got... duration. and that converted duration. Oh, and I've disabled all of my timing. Oh, we're working on that. Hosting clips, we had this open. We're not going to end up using Kraken. Don't need that. We understand this now. So we need to backfill durations. I guess another way I could handle the optionality of that data would be to have a separate thing similar to durations that does look aside for clip info or URLs, but it all comes from the guy eventually. This is where we have to see how updating lists of clips work. Actually, durations will take care of themselves. We already have code for that. Yeah, but we're not executing. Let's see. So and on a related note, now that we're no longer depending on that, Twitch API, source, Twitch. I think this is the only reference to clip, sample clip. Do I have any tests? Source. Parser Twitch, TMI. Don't think so. Start with only import. Huh. Looks to code. Okay, this is also going to be a git removal. Oh, did I actually open you from the GUI? Oh, there we are. I don't think it actually records directories. So as far as Elm was, or Git is concerned, we removed that, and it actually did remove the intermediate directory. Okay. All right, so that was our test output of documentation. That is exposed names. And this is why I waited to publish. It would have been 7. Anything? We still have to deal with upgrade. The way to test that is to tweak the encoder to not write out that value for a bit, reset data, get some data. Then we'll have a store without that field in. Fetch clips, that's broadcaster ID. I think we're done with you. We're done with you. Like the worst of all possible worlds. Okay. Game ID. ID of the clip. Is that the slug? Yes, that's the slug. What is my... We get these, we convert them to my clips. Import clips. Not excluded. Update durations. Okay, so that doesn't update the model clips at all. That just does that stuff. Solve low. Okay, so that's for that stuff. The host list. Dict.insert at ID. That would mean that if we had any clip which was the would have to re-request for the user. Unless we wrote the clip merge. For broadcaster ID, yes. Other clip count. Host ID. Well, if we find any of your clips missing thumbnail, or really we care about missing duration. And if the duration is missing and the video ID is missing, we have to fetch the video ID. Never fetch the duration. A lot, unfortunately. All right, so clip duration equals nothing. Does the clip contain that information? Broadcaster ID. All right, so querying for duration now happens. This is almost like a three-way couple. A mess because kind of hole there. Okay. Got you. We've got. Mm, mm, yeah, there's really two of these that end up doing. Self clip is a different duration, a different count or something. Duration is known, we're fine. So this is a just auth. Yeah, someone's got to deal with this mess. That's a thanks. We're an array, so you're and no. I don't think I can do four-way. I don't think I can do four-way tuples. I need to remember something about that being removed. So like the just auth? Oh right, you. Oh, I need base model auth of. Missed some stuff there. And this all has to be parenthesized because it's nested cases. Hmm? Oh, that gets the. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. All right. So it's a 3-level case. Good golly. Well, I guess I could throw the auth in somewhere else then. It's still. What a mess. That clip, it's that. Then we have to redo all of this. More default cases. I guess this could be an if equals. I guess we'll have to get the. No, I can't do just equal. Not equal. I'll have to pull out the maybe. We have a maybe. Depends on the other. Well, two of them. Settle for a different day. Okay, so we had one fetch, probably a brand new. Right, we'd only see that when it actually. Probably a new clip. In theory, that works. Unsupported feature. Wow. Oh, and the timing is going. So it's definitely working for new ones. In theory. Oh no, this is not video URL. This case, this is actually doing unnecessary fetches because we should already have this. We don't expect it. Yeah, it's still moving. And that was a pretty good time. Yeah, and that's all the, that was all the video player stuff. Okay. Sad thing is, I wouldn't mind seeing if I can export all my block list and stuff. If it doesn't load, just probably gonna fail the decode and then write nothing back. Twitch API. You can move the auth check down. That's kind of what I had in some places before. Oh, I've got some debug log in there. I mean, since this is supposed to be a backfill thing, that might not be so bad. It could be better described. All right, so that, I think, puts you pretty much at rest until we can publish the Twitch package and then get that updated there. I almost need like a meta notes document for this. I think you were done. We did that before and then fixed the problem we discovered while working. Hostable should be relatively clean, and depending on how much that takes, we might just do this to fill in, because this is going to be a whole animal. And since I can do my own video tag, I guess I could just do a video element. I have to do a whole lot of management there. Like I'd have to have, there might be some tricks I have to do for autoplay. There might be volume control, play control, which I was using a bit while testing. They've got their old player management there. All right, well, I need to see if I can get groceries later today. First, I need to do shower and Step Mania. Oh, you know what? I think I'm gonna do an order change too. No doubt for that. Thanks to everybody who hosted me. And I will actually be back in a few minutes to do Step Mania. So we'll drop the stream to change settings. We will take a while to set up the pad, and then I will be back in a little bit when I'm normally on. Looks like, yeah, these were getting cut off a little bit sooner. The stuff was going on, but there'll probably be a little bit of time after this. Going forward, that's some sort of Step Mania. Be back in a little bit.